Forget everything you think you know about leadership, about responsibility, about the very concept of human decency. Now, imagine a nation where 20 million souls battle daily against chronic malnutrition, where basic necessities are luxuries and survival itself is a relentless war. Against this backdrop of profound suffering, picture their leader, not a figure of empathy, but a man existing in a universe of unimaginable excess, a world built purely for his indulgence. This isn't a dark fairy tale, it's the stark, infuriating reality of Kim Jong Un's private life. His mega yacht, for instance, isn't just a vessel, it's a sovereign territory of extravagance, a billion-dollar floating kingdom. Within its opulent confines, Olympic-sized swimming pools gleam, twisting waterslides descend into the sea, lavish decks stretch out like sprawling estates, and lounges shimmer with gold. The true scandal, however, isn't merely the yacht itself. It's the audacious, almost contemptuous manner in which he lives aboard it, a spectacle of self-serving fantasy. Welcome to Kim Jong Un's secret fleet, his clandestine maritime empire. While an estimated 60% of his people endure poverty so crushing it would break most spirits, their supreme leader commands what experts describe as one of the most astonishing private yacht collections on the planet. We are not talking about a couple of expensive toys. This is a veritable armada of luxury, vessels that range from merely opulent to absolutely mind-blowing in their grandeur. The undisputed crown jewel of this collection, an 80-meter luxury cruise ship, a behemoth equipped with its own waterslide and an international swimming pool, stretching an incredible 164 feet long. This isn't an isolated indulgence. Intelligence reports, meticulously compiled from satellite imagery and covert sources, confirm a staggering truth. Kim owns a total of 4 luxury cruise ships. Their lengths vary from 50 to 80 meters, each one a floating palace worth not mere millions, but tens of millions of dollars. Their acquisition story is shrouded in shadow and deceit. These vessels were obtained through methods so brazenly illicit they would undoubtedly give international sanctions experts sleepless nights. The sheer audacity involved in circumventing global law to satisfy one man's boundless appetite for luxury is breathtaking. Let's focus on one particular vessel, a yacht that inadvertently revealed this hidden world, the Princess 95 Yacht. This is no ordinary rich man's toy. It's a 95-foot luxury yacht, a testament to exquisite craftsmanship, manufactured by Princess Yachts, a division of the prestigious LVMH luxury group. Its approximate value hovers around $7 million. The level of detail and opulence on this vessel is extraordinary. Imagine expansive flybridge decks offering panoramic ocean vistas. Picture generous staterooms so spacious they could comfortably house entire families. Envision a full-width saloon and dining area, elegantly designed to host up to 10 guests in a style of luxury most can only dream of. But here's the truly infuriating twist. This yacht was most likely purchased on the secondary market. The manufacturer, Princess Yachts, confirmed that this model was no longer in production when it was identified as part of Kim's fleet. This isn't a casual purchase through normal channels. This implies a deliberate, calculated effort to sidestep international sanctions, finding creative and undeniably illegal avenues to acquire these symbols of Western extravagance. The yacht's existence first became public during one of Kim's official inspections of a fishery station. North Korean state media, in a moment of unfitting candor, published a photograph that accidentally pulled back the curtain, revealing the yacht in the background. It was a fleeting, yet profoundly telling, glimpse into the leader's lavish reality, exposed even as he commanded his struggling people to endure sacrifice. And the Princess 95 Mai is just the beginning. Let's delve briefly into the crown jewel, that 80-meter monstrosity, which experts have literally described as a floating amusement park. This isn't a modest recreational boat. This is a maritime palace featuring amenities that would be impressive on land, let alone floating on the ocean. The centerpiece of this aquatic wonderland? A 2.5-meter wide pool with 45-meter lanes, meeting international Olympic standards. Just let that sink in. An Olympic-sized swimming pool on a yacht. But wait, because it truly does get even more ridiculous. This aquatic playground also features dual, twisting water slides, the kind that would make even the most elaborate theme parks blush with envy. Imagine the sheer engineering required to install fully functional water slides on a moving vessel. Imagine the astronomical cost, the meticulous maintenance, the sheer unbridled audacity of deciding a regular yacht simply isn't opulent enough. This unconscionable excess, the maintenance of such a fleet, flagrantly violates multiple international sanctions. United Nations resolutions, specifically number 1718 from 2006 and subsequent resolutions, unequivocally ban the import of luxury goods into North Korea. This prohibition has explicitly included yachts since 2013. Yet, here he is. Kim Jong Un, quite literally floating around in what amounts to a private navy of luxury vessels, audaciously thumbing his nose at the entire international community, all while his own people languish in abject suffering. The methods employed to acquire these yachts read like a high-stakes spy thriller, a testament to the regime's cunning and utter disregard for global law. Back in 2009, Austrian and Italian authorities managed to seize 2 luxury yachts specifically destined for North Korea. This early incident provided a chilling indication that even before Kim Jong Un's ascension to power, the regime was already actively engaged in elaborate schemes to circumvent international law, desperate to get their hands on these ultimate symbols of Western luxury and personal power. But where exactly do these fantastical, ill-gotten floating palaces drop anchor? Where does Kim Jong Un actually use them? The answer is as exclusive, as heavily guarded, then as shockingly opulent as the yachts themselves. We now turn our gaze to a coastal paradise that makes the most expensive resorts on Earth look utterly modest by comparison. Welcome to Wonsan, the secret haven where yachts meet a level of luxury so profound it defies belief. If Kim Jong Un's yacht collection represents the floating embodiment of authoritarian excess, then Wonsan is the terrestrial counterpart, the gilded cage where this maritime madness comes vibrantly to life. What you are about to discover about this coastal compound will irrevocably alter your understanding of wealth inequality and dictatorial privilege. Wonsan isn't just some random seaside town where Kim happens to tie up his boats. This is a meticulously constructed, perfectly planned luxury ecosystem designed specifically to serve as the operational headquarters for Kim's yacht-based lifestyle. Nestled in Gangwon Province on North Korea's east coast, Wonsan had been transformed into what many experts liken to America's Mar-a-Lago, but with a chilling distinction. Instead of a luxury retreat for the wealthy elite, this is an exclusive playground built solely for one man and his innermost circle. The sheer scale of this operation is, quite frankly, staggering. We're talking about a sprawling seaside compound that boasts between 20 and 30 exclusive luxury villas. Each one is meticulously designed to accommodate Kim, his family, and any high-profile guests he deigns to entertain. But these are no mere vacation homes. They are fortified palaces,
seamlessly blending unbridled luxury with the kind of sophisticated security measures you would expect from a deeply paranoid dictator. The privacy is absolute, the protection impenetrable. Let's begin with the shimmering crown jewel of this coastal paradise, the private beach. This ends in some unassuming stretch of sand where Kim takes an occasional dip. We are describing 5.3-meter-long expanse of pristine white sand, renowned for its breathtaking scenic beauty. To truly grasp the magnitude of this, imagine over a third of a mile of immaculate beachfront, reserved exclusively for one man and his family. But here's where the story takes an even more outrageous turn. This beach isn't just for relaxation. It has been the stage for some of the most bizarre displays of wealth and power imaginable. Kim Jong Un, Kim Jong Un's father, established a family tradition of coastal luxury, using this very beach for fishing and swimming. His son has now taken this inherited legacy of excess to absolutely unprecedented levels. The beach itself is dotted with approximately 10 large and small villas. Each structure is strategically positioned to maximize the stunning ocean views, all while maintaining the kind of absolute privacy that facilitates the most extravagant lifestyle one could conceive. These are not beach houses in any conventional sense. They are architectural marvels, combining lavish accommodation with the security features of a military installation. Now, let's turn our attention to the marina and boathouse complex, the true nerve center for Kim's yacht operations. This is far from a simple dock where boats are tied up when not in use. The marina includes a state-of-the-art boathouse specifically engineered to shelter Kim's entire fleet of luxury yachts. This facility provides climate-controlled protection for vessels worth tens of millions of dollars, ensuring their pristine condition. The engineering and construction required for this marina complex alone would be an impressive feat for any developed Western nation, let alone a country operating under severe international sanctions. We're talking about deep water access, capable of accommodating vessels up to 20 meters in length, alongside sophisticated docking systems and advanced maintenance facilities. These are designed to handle the incredibly complex needs of these floating palaces, a testament to the regime's dedication to this particular form of excess. But the Wonsan complex extends far beyond yachts and beaches. The recreational facilities scattered across this coastal paradise read like the ultimate wish list of someone with truly unlimited resources and absolutely no sense of proportion. The compound boasts a meticulously maintained horse riding range, a sophisticated shooting range, a professional-grade basketball court, and an expansive water play area. Each one of these facilities represents a level of luxury that most people can't even begin to imagine, let alone ever hope to access. The horse riding range, in particular, offers a telling insight into Kim's skewed priorities. An existing airstrip was actually demolished to make way for this equestrian facility. This means Kim literally chose recreational horse riding over crucial functional aviation infrastructure, a decision that perfectly encapsulates the mindset of someone who views an entire country as his personal playground. The basketball court at Wonsan garnered international attention, though for all the wrong reasons. This is where Kim famously hosted former NBA star Dennis Rodman in 2013, with photographs showing them casually sipping cocktails together. While this might seem like harmless fun, the optics are absolutely devastating when one considers that this basketball court exists in a country where the vast majority of people struggle desperately to afford even the most basic necessities. Perhaps the most infuriating aspect of the Wonsan complex is the elaborate water play area. This includes yet another international standard swimming pool and additional water slides, entirely separate from the facilities found on Kim's yachts. Think about that for a moment. Kim Jong Un possesses multiple Olympic standard swimming facilities both on land and at sea, while millions of his own people lack reliable access to clean drinking water. The juxtaposition is nauseating. The logistical infrastructure supporting this coastal paradise is equally mind-boggling.
The complex includes a private train station, specifically designed to serve Kim's personal armored train, allowing him to travel securely and in absolute privacy between Wonsan and other key locations across North Korea. This isn't just about convenience, it's a form of personal transportation infrastructure that most heads of state can only dream of possessing. The meticulously maintained gardens and winding walking trails scattered throughout the Wonsan complex add yet another layer to this carefully constructed paradise. Satellite imagery from January 2022 reveals impeccably manicured grounds and inviting pathways, all enhancing the complex's resort-like ambiance. We are talking about exquisitely landscaped grounds that demand constant maintenance and care, all solely for the pleasure of one man and his inner circle. Now, let's consider what actually transpires when Kim uses his yachts at Wonsan.
Because the lifestyle aboard these vessels is so extraordinarily extravagant that it almost defies rational belief. Dennis Rodman, during his controversial visits to North Korea, inadvertently provided some of the most detailed insights into Kim's yacht-based lifestyle. Rodman vividly described a week-long party on one of Kim's yachts, attended by 50 to 60 people, all enjoying cocktails, tequila, and what he famously dubbed a 7-star lifestyle. These yachts also double as exclusive venues for entertaining foreign dignitaries, adding a rather unsavory diplomatic dimension to this floating excess. In July 2015, Kim hosted Russia's foreign minister, Sergei Lavrov, on one of his yachts near the Wonsan Kalma mega beach resort. This isn't merely personal indulgence, it is a calculated use of luxury as a tool of statecraft, a deliberate projection of power and immense wealth to international visitors, all in defiance of international norms and sanctions.
The Kalma Peninsula, situated approximately 4.5 kilometers from the main Wonsan villa, represents yet another layer of this ever-expanding coastal empire. Kim harbors ambitious plans to develop this area into what he boldly describes as a world-class tourist resort. In stark reality, however, it serves as another exclusive playground reserved for the regime's elite and their privileged guests. Perhaps the most telling and disturbing aspect of Kim's yacht lifestyle at Wonsan is its use for family vacations. Satellite imagery captured between June and August of 2024 paints a grim picture. It suggests Kim's family was indulging in summer vacations aboard the yachts, with vessels observed moving between Wonsan and nearby private islands. This was during a period when North Korea was grappling with severe flooding and pervasive economic challenges. The Supreme Leader's family, it appeared, was enjoying lavish yacht excursions in their private coastal paradise, completely insulated from the suffering of their people. The security infrastructure protecting this floating and terrestrial luxury is equally impressive and deeply disturbing. We are talking about military-grade defenses meticulously designed to ensure Kim's absolute privacy and safety as he enjoys his aquatic playground. The entire complex is encircled by towering walls, reinforced with electrified fences and bristling with sophisticated surveillance systems. This creates an impenetrable bubble of luxury, a stark contrast to a country where similar security measures are typically employed to confine rather than protect its citizens. However, the Wonsan complex is merely one piece of Kim Jong Un's vast and intricate empire of luxury and excess.
These floating palaces represent only the aquatic dimension of a lifestyle so unbelievably extravagant that it encompasses magnificent palaces, high-end cars, private planes, and personal collections of luxury goods that would ignite envy in even the world's wealthy billionaires. Now, let's explore the ultimate collection, Kim Jong Un's complete empire of luxury. While his yacht collection and the Wonsan paradise stand as the maritime pinnacle of his extravagant lifestyle, they are, in truth, just the tip of an iceberg of luxury so vast and outrageous that it redefines our very understanding of authoritarian excess. We begin with the very foundation of Kim's luxury empire, his incredible collection of palaces and residences. While most world leaders are content with one or two official residences, Kim Jong Un maintains what can only be described as a real estate portfolio befitting an emperor.
He owns at least Bali, 2 high-mil palaces, the mansions scattered across North Korea, each one designed with lavish amenities, the security measures that would make even Fort Knox appear modest. The undisputed crown jewel of this terrestrial empire is the Ryeongsong residence in Pyongyang, which serves as Kim's primary palace. This is no mere large house. It's a sprawling compound spanning approximately high square kilometers, making it larger than many small cities. The sheer scale of luxury contained within these fortified walls is absolutely mind-boggling. We're talking about a 1,000-seat cinema, a professional running track, a massive pool complete with its own water slide, elaborate horse stables, a dedicated riding area, and a private shooting range. But here's where the opulence descends into grotesque absurdity. Some of Kim's villas are even equipped with underground facilities and special ventilation systems, specifically designed to protect against nuclear attacks.
Think about that for a moment. While his people live in constant fear of his nuclear weapons, Kim has meticulously constructed himself nuclear-proof luxury bunkers where he can continue to enjoy his opulent lifestyle even in the event of Armageddon. The Kumsusan Palace of the Sun deserves special mention as it perfectly encapsulates the bizarre intersection of death, power, and luxury that so starkly defines Kim's regime. Covering an astounding 115,000 square feet, this is the largest mausoleum dedicated to a communist leader, housing the preserved bodies of Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il. But here's the truly twisted part. It also includes the Pavilion of 100 Flowers, a luxurious guest house used for high-profile meetings. This means Kim literally conducts state business in a palace of death, lavishly decorated with the most expensive materials money can buy. Now, let's shift gears to Kim's absolutely insane collection of luxury vehicles. This isn't just about having a few nice cars. This is about commanding a fleet so extensive and expensive that it constitutes a rolling museum of automotive excess. Kim's collection includes well over 100 luxury cars, featuring the most exclusive European brands and custom modifications that transform these vehicles into mobile fortresses. The centerpiece of this automotive empire is his collection of Mercedes-Maybach vehicles. We are talking about the Mercedes-Maybach S600 Pullman Guard, an armored limousine valued at anywhere from $500,000 to $1.6 million per vehicle. These are not merely cars, they are rolling bunkers, certified to a VR9 ballistic protection level, capable of withstanding armor-piercing bullets, grenades, and powerful explosives like C4. But the Mercedes collection is just the beginning. Kim also owns a Rolls-Royce Phantom, likely valued between $1 and $1.5 million, complete with custom armoring. More recently, he acquired an Aura Senat limousine, a personal gift from Vladimir Putin valued at $300,000. The chilling fact that Kim continues to acquire brand new luxury vehicles while his people struggle with the most basic forms of transportation starkly illustrates just how profoundly disconnected he is from their reality. Moving from the roads to the skies, Kim's private aviation fleet is equally outrageous. His primary aircraft is the Ilyushin Il-62M, affectionately named Chamai-1, a Soviet-era jet boasting a range of approximately 10,000 kilometers. But this isn't just some old military transport, it has been meticulously converted into a flying palace, complete with luxurious VIP cabins, sophisticated conference areas, and secure communication systems. The logistical demands of maintaining Kim's luxury lifestyle extend far beyond what most people can even begin to imagine.
Kim operates multiple Ilyushin Il cargo jets, specifically dedicated to transporting his luxury cars to international summits. Think about that for a moment. He commands dedicated cargo planes solely to ensure his armored limousines can accompany him wherever he travels. The operational cost of these aircraft, purely for personal luxury transport, could fund healthcare for thousands of North Korean families. But perhaps the most revealing aspects of Kim's luxury obsession lies in his personal collections of high-end goods. His watch collection alone is valued at approximately $8 million, featuring exquisite Swiss timepieces from prestigious brands like Patek Philippe, Rolex, and Audemars Piguet. Individual pieces within his collection can easily cost more than most people earn in an entire lifetime, with some Patek Philippe models exceeding $1.5 million each.
Kim's alcohol collection represents another astonishing dimension of his excessive lifestyle. He reportedly spends an estimated $4 billion annually on premium liquors, including incredibly rare cognacs, the finest French wines, and high-end whiskeys. We are talking about bottles that cost thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars each, consumed at lavish parties, all while his people endure chronic food shortages. The sheer scope of Kim's luxury imports becomes even more staggering when one considers some of the more unusual items in his collection. He owns over 20 pianos distributed across his various residences, including high-end brands like Steinway & Sons and Bosendorfer. Individual instruments can cost anywhere from $50,000 to $500,000 each. Why does one person need 20 pianos?
Because when you possess unlimited resources, brazenly stolen from your own people, excess becomes not just indulgence, but a form of twisted self-expression. Kim's entertainment setup is equally ridiculous. He maintains a curated collection of over 20,000 imported DVDs, primarily American and Japanese films, meticulously housed in his 1,000-seat private cinema. While his own people are strictly forbidden from accessing Western media, Kim freely enjoys Hollywood blockbusters and NBA games in a theater that cost hundreds of thousands of dollars to construct and maintain. Even Kim's personal smoking habit reflects his unbridled taste for extreme luxury. He reportedly smokes Yves Saint Laurent cigarettes that cost $44 per pack, which means his cigarette consumption alone costs more than many North Koreans earn in an entire month.
It is this kind of minute detail that perfectly illustrates the obscene, cavernous wealth gap between Kim and his suffering populace. Recent additions to Kim's luxury empire demonstrate that his insatiable appetite for excess continues to grow unabated. In 2024, he was spotted with a brand new Cadillac Escalade during a missile test inspection. Furthermore, he has imported at least 54 Orlov Trotter horses from Russia, with individual horses costing anywhere from $5,000 to $20,000 each. These are not merely purchases, they are deliberate, defiant violations of international sanctions that underscore Kim's complete and utter disregard for global law. The infrastructure required to support this gargantuan lifestyle is equally mind-boggling. Kim maintains private train stations, dedicated helicopter landing pads, and even private runways at multiple clandestine locations across the country. We are talking about transportation infrastructure that rivals major international airports, all constructed and maintained solely for the personal convenience of one man, the inner circle. Perhaps most infuriating is the way Kim skillfully wields luxury as a potent tool of political control. Reports indicate that he routinely gifts luxury vehicles to loyal officials, thereby creating a perverse system where access to exclusive Western luxury becomes a coveted reward for maintaining the regime's iron grip. This means that Kim's extensive collection of cars, watches, and other luxury items isn't just a matter of personal indulgence. It is a carefully orchestrated system of corruption that keeps his supporters complicit in the regime's extensive crimes. The profound environmental impact of Kim's lifestyle adds yet another layer of obscenity to this already disturbing narrative.
His vast fleet of yachts, private jets, and luxury cars generates massive carbon emissions purely for his personal pleasure and leisure. While the rest of the world grapples with the existential threat of climate change, Kim treats the environment like his personal playground, burning fossil fuels at an astronomical rate for the exclusive entertainment of one privileged family. When you step back and truly examine the complete, grotesque picture of Kim Jong Un's luxury empire, what emerges is a portrait of greed so absolute, so shameless, that it challenges our very understanding of human excess. We are talking about a man who owns multiple Olympic-sized swimming pools while millions of his people lack access to clean drinking water. A leader who maintains a fleet of armored limousines while his citizens walk miles in worn-out shoes. A dictator who enjoys 20 pianos while his people are forbidden from accessing music from the outside world.
The total estimated value of Kim's luxury empire, encompassing his yachts, his myriad palaces, his collection of high-end cars, his private jets, and his extensive personal collections, likely exceeds several $billion. This staggering sum represents wealth that could genuinely transform North Korea, providing essential education, vital healthcare, and basic necessities for millions of struggling people. Instead, it sits, unused and ostentatious, in the form of rarely played pianos, infrequently driven cars, and floating palaces that serve no purpose beyond inflating one man's colossal ego. The most tragic, most heartbreaking aspect of this entire story is that every single yacht, every single palace, every single luxury car in Kim's collection represents a deliberate choice. It is a conscious, calculated decision to prioritize personal indulgence, boundless vanity, and absolute self-service over the fundamental well-being of his public. In the end, Kim Jong Un's empire of luxury stands not as a symbol of success, or power, or even prosperity. Instead, it looms as a stark, chilling monument to the devastating human cost of unchecked authoritarian power. A testament to the profound and destructive inequality that invariably emerges when leaders view their people not as citizens to be served, but as mere subjects to be exploited. It is a harsh lesson, etched in the suffering of millions, reminding us of the moral responsibilities that accompany true leadership.